Welcome. I'm Errah from the Oshkosh YMCA. I'm going to be leading us in a strength and balance routine. I have handheld weights and I have a chair that I'll be using in case I need it for balance. You could also use soup cans or milk jugs or anything else around the house to add a little extra weight to your workout. Let's go ahead and get warmed up. Let's raise those shoulders up to the ears and down. All right, we're going to shift our weight out to the side and kind of catch ourselves. Like if we were about to trip or slip, this kind of is a good practice for catching ourselves, and it's a nice little warm-up exercise. Let's switch to the other side now. Shift that weight and step together. Shifting the weight from foot to foot. We got 4 more over here. And we're gonna do a step toe. Again, shifting the weight side to side. And then we can add a reach across the body, tight core, keeping those hips facing forward, warming up through that core. Up high to the sky. I just want to do a little bit of a warm up before we go into a strength workout. Across the body again, tight abs. Let's go back to shift the weight out and in. If you want to add some arms, you're welcome to. Other side now. Step toe, start with reach across. Hips facing forward, tight through the core, chest lifted, high to the sky. Back across the body. 4. Let's do some marches in place. Give me a nice big breath up. Exhale. One more big breath. Give yourselves a great big hug right here. Open it up, other arm on top. Opening it up, palms face each other and back, lifting up through that chest. I'm going to move over to the side of my chair. And I'm going to do some taps. Front, side, back, and I'm going to tap it in or lift the knee. Front again, side. Use the chair as much as you need it. Here's our balance challenge. Tempo, front, side, back, together or knee lift. This time on that knee lift, hold it here. Little bend in the supporting leg, ankle rotation, switch direction. Heel's gonna go down to the floor, leaning a little bit forward. One more of those. And then step the other leg back, lower and raise the heel in back. 4, 3, 2, last one. Stepping over to the other side of our chair. And we've got our taps. Front, side, back, and tap it in or knee lift. Hold it here, a little balance. One more time. Front, side, back, tap it in or knee lift. Tempo, here we go. Front, side, back. One more of these. Front, side. Here's our ankle rotation. Switch direction. We're going to put that heel down and we're going to lean it forward. And stand up tall. One more of those. Lean and tall. Heel is going to go down and up and back. 2 more of these. Here's the last one. Wonderful. Hopefully you feel a little bit warmer now. I'm going to grab a little drink. If you've got your water handy, it'd be a great time to get some water. We're going to start with those handheld weights. And we're going to do a deadlift. But we're going to do a modified deadlift. The pace of the music is a little bit faster and I'm not able to see you. So I want us to really protect our back, keep our chest lifted, and we're just gonna imagine that we're shaving our thighs only. Hinging at the hips, sitting the weight back into the heels, and standing up tall. So we're working those glutes, hamstrings, the back part of our legs, and we can do that with a modified deadlift where we don't go quite as low as you might if you weren't going quite so fast. But keep that chest lifted, chest proud. Squeeze those glutes on top. We're gonna transition into a back row, but we're gonna go down and squeeze. Abs are tight, knees are soft. Hinging at those hips a little bit to engage the back. Down and up. Let's alternate for 8, 8, 7. Squeeze that skin on top by those shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower and tall. Bicep curls up and down. Knees are soft, abs tight, chest lifted. Backs are strong. We want to keep that breath going. Try to not hold that breath. Up quick, pick up that package. Set it down nice and easy. We're not sure what's inside. Maybe it's something breakable. Keep that breath going. Good. And then let's alternate 8, 8, 7, 6, and 5. You could add a little balance challenge. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. I'm going to move over to the other side of my chair. I'm going to rest one of my weights down. One of the tricks to our balance is having a tight core. So if we get a nice stable base in our core, stable legs, it really allows us to move our extremities away. So really thinking about tightening that core while we try to do those balance exercises. We're going to be moving our joints a little bit, or our extremities a little bit away from the core. We're going to do front raise. We're raising it up to about shoulder level. If you want to add a little more challenge, you can step forward and step together. If you want to add even more challenge, you could add a lunge and step together. Lunge and together. You can hold on to that chair if you need it for balance. That's why we have the chair handy. Nice. All right, step together. Lateral raise. Raise it to the side. You can have those bent arms. You could have a diagonal arm, or you could go all the way out to the side. Whatever works best for you. Let's do 4 more of these. 4. Keep that breath going. 3. Abs are tight. 2. Here's the last one. We're going to transition to tricep kickbacks at the hips. Press the pinky back. So we go from 90 to 180. We don't have to bring that weight all the way up to our shoulder because we're just trying to work the upper part of the back of the arm. Singles, here's the balance challenge. Tap and tap the toe behind. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. We're going to hold on to the weight now with 2 hands. We're going to do what my friend calls the Ferris wheel. And you can do just the arms, or you can add a calf raise, and I'll show you when you can add that. Here we go. Let's make a Ferris wheel with the weight out, up, around. Here's where that calf raise can come in. Up and around, up and around. Challenging your balance a little bit. Challenge is mine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. I'm going to rest that weight down for a couple of exercises. Although you could put the weight on your thigh to add a little extra challenge. This exercise you can do with or without the weight. If you need the chair for balance, it's right here. So we're going to bend those knees, tighten tighten up through the core, keep the chest lifted. We're gonna raise the heel up, squeezing right here. Now, see how my toe is facing forward versus up to the ceiling? Go ahead and check your toe. See if your toe is facing forward or up to the ceiling. We want to imagine that we're leading through the heel versus the toe so that we can work the outer part. And here's that balance challenge. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's shake it out, little march. All right, here's our final balance challenge on this side, and then we'll move over to the other side of the chair. Bend those knees, abs tight, chest lifted, raise that leg. Now you can just hold it right here. This is obviously a balance challenge. Or you could add, extend the leg and bend the leg. You decide which one works for you. Keep that breath going. We've got 4, 3, just 2 more, and 1. Nicely done. Lowering that leg, shake it out. Let's do some little hip. Loosen up through that hip, loosen up through that back, switch direction. All right, we're gonna give our arms a little bit more of a break before we move over. We're going to take those handheld weights and we're going to step a nice big wide base. Our toes are gonna go to the corners of the room, and then we're gonna just do the sumo or plie or sumo squats. And here they go, down 2, up 2. Squeeze those glutes on top. Let's do 4, and squeeze. 3, 2. Last one like that, we're gonna do some pulses next. So on the bottom, we'll pulse it for 3, 2, squeeze it quick on top. Again, pulse, pulse, and release. A couple more. Here's the last. Great. Let's walk the toes and heels in. Shake it out a little bit. All right, let's rest one weight down. We're coming over to the other side, starting with that front raise. So we raise it up to shoulder level. I usually like to aim for my chest, and then that keeps me from going up above my shoulder. Remember, the balance challenge is stepping with that front raise. And if you want to engage that leg a little bit more, you go down into that lunge. And we want to make sure that our knee never goes beyond the toe with that lunge. If you're taking care of your knees, maybe just do the steps or just the arms. Use the chair if you need it. 4, 3, last 2 on this side. Here's the last one. Excellent. Lateral raise. So we raise it up to the side. Remember, you can have that bent arm, diagonal arm, or straight arm. It's up to you. I'm going to be doing that bent arm option. We've got 4 more on this side. 4. And with this exercise. 3, 2. And here's the last one. Get ready for those tricep kickbacks. We press back for 2, and we hinge at the hips a little bit. We keep that base nice and wide. Bending and extending, 90 to 180. And we're gonna do singles, and you can do those little taps to challenge that balance. 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3. Remember, use that chair if you need it. It's right here for us. Good. Ferris wheel is next. Last time we went out and up and around. This time we're going to go in, up, and around the other direction. In 4, 3. Here we go. Ferris wheel. 8 of them. you can add that calf raise if you want to. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Here's where you can put that weight on your outer thigh if you need a little extra resistance. I'm going to just rest it down, using the chair as much as you need to for balance. Knees soft, abs tight, chest lifted, raising through the heel out to the side. Remember that toe is facing forward. We want to peek and make sure that the toe is not facing up towards the ceiling. Leading with the heel, squeezing through the outer thigh. Supporting leg is strong, heavy into the floor, knee is soft. And then don't forget to breathe. Lots to think about on this one. And I'm pretty sure I did singles last time on the other side. Sorry about that. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. March and shake it out. We've got our balance, knee lift. Here it comes. Remember, you can just balance right here. Tight core, knee soft, or you can go out and in. Whichever makes most sense for you today. And remember, it's your workout. Work at your pace. Go where you want to go today. I'm just glad that you decided to move your body with me. One more of these. Excellent. Lower it down, and here's where we get that little hip rotation. Swivel through those hips. Loosen them up. Switch direction. And then we're going to grab those handheld weights again. Feet are going to be with a nice wide base. We're going to add some legs. We're going to squat it, stand up, bicep curl, press up overhead, lower it down, squat, bicep, press. Now, as I go up overhead, I'm kind of aiming for where the ceiling and the wall meet so that I'm not bringing it right overhead. That feels a little bit better for my shoulders. So you could join me there. If it feels okay to go up high to the sky, you're welcome to go there as well. And if you don't want to do those legs, you could just do the arms. Lots of choices. Excellent work. Let's just do one more right here. Wonderful. Release. And then let's go back to just one of our weights. We'll move back over to the other side of the chair. We're going to go hip to shoulder, working our core a little bit. Hip to shoulder. 7, 6, and 5, 4, 2. Let's switch to the other hip and other shoulder. 8 over here. Remember, a strong core is what helps us with our balance. So this is a nice exercise to work that core. 2. And good. All right. Getting set up for a little bit of a balance exercise without the weights. Another knee lift. Now you could do just a tap here or a knee lift. And then if you can, turn and forward. Turn and forward. Couple more. Turn and forward. One more time. Turn and forward. Nice. Lower that leg. Inside leg is going to bend. Outside leg is going to have a little bit bend in that knee. Use the chair as much as you need to. If you can, raise the outside arm up. Tight core, breathe and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's step over to the other side. So in case we need that chair to hold on to while we do our rotations. Supporting leg is a little bit bent. Outside leg is up. Core is nice and tight. And we twist and turn. Use the chair if you need it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lowering that leg. We're going to bend and support. Heel goes back towards our glute. Abs are nice and tight. Use the chair if you need it. Raise the outside arm up if you can. Breathing and holding here, finding a place that you can focus on for balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release and shake it out. Great work. We're just gonna do a little bit of a cool down and then we'll have a seat and do some stretching. Let's do a step toe, shifting that weight again, side to side. Planting the feet, elbows gonna go back and back. Let's bring our arms in front. Shine your palms to me, stretching through those wrists. Back to step toe, shifting that weight side to side, keeping those arms low. Moving our cool down, elbow to the back. Finishing with arms in front, shine your palms to me. 2 more of those. Here's the last one. Excellent. If you've been using your chair for equipment like me, we're just gonna have a drink, move our equipment to the side of our chair and have a seat. Let's take our right foot up, ankle rotation, switch direction. Point and flex, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna hold it here, we're gonna lower and we're gonna lean. So a really great time to stretch our muscles is after doing a strength exercise or a strength routine. Every time we contract a muscle, the opposite muscle stretches. So we can get an extra deep stretch a lot of times if we stretch, do a nice good flexibility exercise after a strength workout. Let's cross it at the ankle or the knee and lean, stretching that outer thigh. Might be a little tight from our leg raises out to the side. And then you can hold it at the knee, crossing, and let's do a nice spinal rotation. And release, other leg up, ankle rotation. Switch direction. Point and flex. We're gonna hold it flexed, lower that heel, lean it forward. You could reach it forward a little bit to deepen that stretch through the upper part of the back of the leg, or just keep those weights high in the, or the hands high in the hip. And crossing at the ankle or the knee, whichever feels better to you, to stretch that tight outer thigh. And then you can keep that leg down low. You can cross it at the knee, and then you can check your imaginary blind spot this time. And release. I'm going to open it up on the corner of my chair here. And I'm going to sit up nice and tall. If you feel a stretch right here, just keep holding that. If you don't quite feel that stretch, you can lean into the stretch a little bit to deepen that stretch. Comfortable breathing pace through our final stretch. Walk the toes and heels in. And then back to center. We're going to tuck and curve and sit up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders down and back, lift the chest. Tucking and curving. Sitting up tall. One more of these. That cat and cow stretch. Good. Big breath up. Another hug for making it all the way through the class. You can give you a little pat on the back. Nice work. Open it up, other arm on top. And then let's open it up to the back. Palms face each other back there. Lifting up through the chest. Shoulders away from the ears. And release that stretch, reach and stretch to the side. Over to the other side. And release. This time, arm is up, pat the back. Again, for that little tricep stretch, you can hold it there. You could give yourself a little massage if you wanted. Wrist rotation down. Over to the other side, up and bend and hold. And wrist rotation down. Chin to the chest, ear from shoulder to shoulder. Let's hold it over on one side and then reach the opposite arm away, holding that stretch here. Release, turning and looking over that shoulder. Roll it center and hold. Ear to the other shoulder and reach the opposite arm away. Lowering that arm and gently turning and looking over the shoulder. One more time, roll it center and hold. And then just releasing that stretch. You can either soften your gaze, keep that gaze down at the floor. You could close your eyes. And I want us to take some big, full, deep belly breaths. We could even put our hands at our abdomen, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel the abdomen expand as you breathe in and contract as you breathe out. 2 more big, full breaths. Let it all go. 1 more big, full breath. And let it go. Great work today. Thank you for sharing the last 30 minutes with me. Again, my name is Errah from the Oshkosh Y, and I'm so glad that you did some strength and balance with me today. Have a wonderful day.